Minutes after, yo.
Hey.
So, we finished it.
We did it.
The episode is complete. We finished writing it. It is, today was the last segment. It was successful. And, we finished it at 1:52 p.m. It is now 2:58. So that's 66 minutes later.
Yes, that's 6 minutes, yes.
66 minutes later.
We did it. Oh, we did it. I'll start off with this.
Yes, go ahead. Go for it.
Oh, this one was like, we were ready. Well, at least I was ready for it to be. It's a pretty big scene in a good way.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of good dialogue, but everything we had in our segments, our notes in it, actually it was so great. I don't know what we were on when we wrote that. It was very well detailed. Garrett and I pretty much stuck to what we had in the segments section, had in the segments paper.
Yeah.
With adding actually little nuances, as usual, when you write the dialogue in the actual script. But we stayed really true to it. It was great, man.
Yeah. Like, we don't really write the lines in the segments.
No.
They just go from boom, ba-doom, 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 ba-doom. And, I just bring up right now what's kind of funny. Well, segments. I did not realize this. I looked it up just yesterday. Yesterday. Our segment system is actually outlining. I didn't know that was an actual thing in writing.
Yeah, in screenplays. Go figure.
I had no idea. I decided to look it up, and I'm like, I feel like Brand and I are what we're doing is awesome, but I'm like, I want people to do something like this. I just decided literally to look it up. So yesterday, May the 10th of 2025, I found out what we're doing is called outlining.
Generally, yes, it is called outlining. Yes.
But because this is the B&G way, this is how we like to do things our way. I'm still gonna call them segments because that's cool, and I thought it was original at the time, so I'm keeping it that. So that's all. It's kind of cool. It's kind of and also kind of funny.
Yeah.
So okay, aside from that, the writing was excellent.
Yes. Very smooth.
The segment encompassed something that happens in storytelling countless times.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And can I say what it is? Or?
Well.
No.
Say it's in this video we already said that we just finished our episode, so everyone's gonna know this is the final segment.
Well, let's say it's typically a storytelling method where a character talks, and the way the characters talk about something, about this subject, and usually what it encompasses when the character is talking, it's handled in a way where it's like, you kind of missed the mark, and they miss the mark more often than not.
I'll say the feeling that they usually miss the mark on with me, without spoiling too much, is that they're trying to say something, and it comes across where I know what you're trying to say, but it came across a little hokey, maybe I use the word. Like you tried too hard to say this.
Yeah, and we don't like using the word hokey for storytelling because we really do embrace all forms of storytelling. Yeah, even if it looks goofy, I like to say, like, no, it makes sense in the universe. I love it. It makes sense.
Actually, truth be told, we're totally like that. We're very calm with storytelling.
Yeah, you'll very seldom find us mocking things for being hokey or
silly
or melodramatic, because we like things really dramatic. People sometimes would say, that's too dramatic. I'm like, no, it was the right kind of dramatic. You just couldn't take it.
Yes, that's exactly what we feel with certain things that are really heavy.
Yeah. So pushing the boundaries or pushing the envelope in storytelling to extremes is never a turnoff for us.
No.
But there are times
where when they try to do that, it just goes off course.
I think it's more when they're talking to the audience.
Yes, that's usually old. People really stink at that.
Yeah, when it's in universe, no matter how, to some people would say, absurd the scene comes across, or the idea of jumping the shark. My thing is, like, if it's in universe, it's in universe. It works.
Yeah. Tell the audience stuff.
But yeah, when it's very directed at the audience, like exclusively meant more for the audience than it is for the characters or the universe itself. It can be used for both. Yeah, I'm a fan of that.
Yeah, if you can meld that, that's great.
Yeah, we love that when it's for both. But when it's really meant for the audience, then you got to do it really well, or you're gonna come off hokey, or pointless, or like,
that was lame.
That doesn't make any sense. It's like, that makes sense to the characters. That doesn't make sense if you're talking to the audience.
Yeah. So that's a part of what today's segment was. It had that.
Yet again, another storytelling motif that just a year or two ago, I'd say a couple of years ago,
Yeah.
I would have completely flat out rejected telling a story using that storytelling method because I was more firmly about if I have not seen a good example in works of entertainment, which I do enjoy, if I do not see a version of storytelling, a method that I enjoy, I'm not going to use it period in my works, because then I'm saying to myself, well, it just must not work since it sucks 100% of the time. But
and Garrett doesn't settle for good. We've seen good ones. Garrett does not settle for good.
That's not enough.
Garrett wants to see one type. Great types. That's it. If he doesn't see that,
masterful versions where I'm inspired to do it myself when I see it. I wanna write that because it was done so well, but I'm gonna do it my way. When I see something that's just good, I'm like, that's whatever. They do this all the time. Yeah, but it only comes out okay. Fuck that.
Or the one where Garrett's like, oh, that was good. Nah, not good enough for me.
Yeah, that's one too. So this one is one of those cases.
Yes.
But I decided to go for it anyway because it worked, and it's a challenge then. It's a challenge for me to make it amazing to me. And I did. We did. We made it so. And
one of the things that I'd say that, of course, helps is the fact that, well, you really calmed down a lot. You're very happy now. You got a really good life going right now.
Yeah.
And also me, technically speaking, I'm also a good method to help Garrett be calmer about that, because my perspective on seeing all the good versions, I always see like this. To the creator who made that version, okay, you could have done. You could never have done better, creator. This is the best you could have done. But if I did, I would do better. I know that. So what's it called? I know, and if not me, I know someone else can do better. I know this is not a cursed idea. I know this is not a locked idea. So that's how I always see everything. I can kind of separate the idea from the creator who messed it up. That's how I can see it as. Garrett, he doesn't give a shit, which is fine by me.
I don't do separating. I just see like, okay, so the method sucks and you suck. It all sucks. So I'll just make up my own.
And it has worked, by the way. Garrett's method has worked for so long.
It's more difficult to make up shit and make up new stuff on your own. I'm like, fuck, I'm doing it. Anyway.
Yeah,
I'm doing it because I don't like what I see.
Yeah, trust yourself. That's definitely harder to do than to rely on.
Yeah, it's like, I do know what I do like. And I also know what I don't like. I know both.
But yeah.
Brandon's is better because there are a lot of things that I thought didn't work, but actually are just fine.
Mm-hmm.
And because Brandon is able to separate and clearly understand that he does enjoy what he sees and doesn't mix up the two of the. He doesn't. It's not the.
You don't mix up the two, Gary. You're just firm. That's what you believe. That's okay.
Okay, yeah, I don't mix up.
No, you don't. You don't mix shit up, Gary, at all. You understand perfectly. You're just like, I don't give a fuck.
He's right. So that was what the final segment was.
Yeah.
A segment that would normally have been a challenge for me to write. It was a challenge still, but not the kind of challenge where I struggled. Just the kind where
it's tough to make it right.
I took a chance. And so it was great. And that's it. The episode is finished.
We actually finished it.
Now all we actually have to do is add names. The blank names, we had brought this up before. That will take at the most 2 days.
At the most.
Then it'll be 100% done. And then there's a little bit of, then we take a one
at least a 1 day break
in between. So, but it's not time for the break yet. And yes, we will be filming during the breaks as well, just because
why not? The minutes after writing?
Yeah. The minutes after waking up? We gotta call something else. But so thank you folks, that's that. We will see you tomorrow. But today really was the finale.
This is the biggest one, the big one. The names, it's just a matter of fact, and it's a matter of fact of work. Finishing the meat of it, the depth, the layers, the characters, the storylines, the dialogue, the descriptions. That's the big one.
Mm-hmm.
And we did it. It was great. It was tough as usual.
And it's great to chronicle it for the first time ever on video.
Yeah, that's fun.
So, see you tomorrow. Thank you.
See you tomorrow. Thank you.